paano na sabi? Nag-practice muna ako.
Bila na natin.
Move my hands, okay?
Dito, mamaya lusog para tayo doon.
Ayaw mo na ako ng likod.
Dito ka na.
Yeah, push.
Yeah.
Dito mo ka na. Yun lang kami ba?
Yung sinabi, paano mo?
Paano sinabi?
Pwede na malagay din sa ano mo, sa script mo. Kung saan nahanap din, 10 hours eh.
Tataan.
Yes, wait.
Tataan.
5 hours.
5 hours na.
Pag napag-aralan ko lang wala na.
Saan mo sabi?
Huwag mo daw.
Saan mo ba? Patay pa ba?
Oo.
Ay, buhay na. Yung ilaw.
Okay na. Patay na yun, no?
Patay mo namin.
Yun.
Ano yun?
We will see. Ito yung inception. Inception.
Draw kayo ka din. Ipipilit pa naman niya yung manalisa.
Doon tayo sa kanan.
Eh, tayo.
Ayan na.
Wala yung game.
Hindi kasi...
Ano ba?
Paano na sa...
Nasaan na ito ba?
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
So, what I want to do for the next sprint is that for every new project, we have to plan first. We have to provide features, and then we have to construct a system flowchart, just like what I did for the iBuilder. For the features, MC will be the responsible one. She will ask the developers on what features should we provide for the project. This is for the succeeding projects. And then, since we have the system flowchart has the modules and then the input values. The design and the back-end development can simultaneously work. So, sabay. After that, after the design and back-end planning, the front-end will come. And then the testing, debugging, release, and then testing, debugging again. Is all of you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then for this sprint, for this week, I want you to focus on debugging and designing and planning the iBuilder, the both of you.
Okay.
Can you do it in 1 week to design?
Yeah, sure.
If you can extend designing.
It depends on the what design that we need. For example, if only for the prototype, for the portal and login and register, maybe I can. Yeah. I can.
Okay. Add tayo sa So this is the mabasa ba? Can you read it?
Yeah.
This is the system flowchart for the iBuilder. This is only a draft. This came from Darwin and Lester. So for every project, I want to have a system flowchart. And then all of us should agree what modules should the project have. We won't start development until we agree on the prototype. Okay? What about
Is it here? Maybe we can show me.
Saan ba ba?
sa website builder?
Mapunta eh. Hindi pwede maging kamay mo eh.
Oo.
Space.
Ano
Ayaw mo.
Saan ba?
Sige mo.
So the iBuilder has the standard modules like login, register, profile, and then these are the main modules of the iBuilder. For the website builder, I want Lester and Nancy to plan what input details and what and a breakdown of the process for the website builder. For the smart contract, everything's okay, right?
Yes.
So, do you have any more suggestions for the iBuilder? Any additional or any adjustments? Because this is the only main feature.
Are you asking for the website builder
Yeah.
module?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you have any suggestions so that we can start development next week? So that we can start planning right now.
Yeah, it's automation. It's automation of database, code balance, and front-end campaign. Why it consists many steps actually?
That?
Actually, it consists of many steps.
Yes. For the trade website.
So after the generation, it should be easy for the client to install it. Right?
Yes.
Like if you get the source code, if you are a client, you just want to click install, then it will be installed. But in command line, maybe just run some script and then it will automatically install. Or have a step by step as you input something. Or you give it a file to input those things in the configure file. But afterwards, you just actually run a simple script then install all the things. It includes an environment checking first, right? You need to check if the environment, the operation system has installed all the required software, like server, database, all kind of things, right? So now, if it's very advanced, it should check different OS. But if it's simple, you just require them to, we just support which system, right? Maybe we can support Red Hat, and yeah, because CentOS is based on Red Hat.
Yes, yes.
Red Hat and Debian. If you support Debian, you might support Ubuntu. Just like that, because you need to check the system first, and then you help him to install the environment and the application in very simple step. Because after we generate, they need to download it, and after they download it, they need to install it. For now, if we provide other server service, hosting service, or cloud service, they just deploy at once. But we don't provide that service right now.
So you're saying that after they generate, after they finish to input the details for their website, we will give the download source code, right?
Actually, we need to discuss about it. Now, that relies on our business model. Now, if we just outsource then we do it download. But if we as a SaaS, we do cloud serving, or we are central platform that hosting all the website.
So as of now, what we are using, the download or the
Hey, need to roll.
Vote.
vote?
Yeah, because it will affect the profit outcomes and
Yes. The download is only just they input the details. After they input the
because
details.
if it's downloads, they will get the source code.
Yes.
But if we want a subscription model, it's better we do the hosting as well.
I think that
That-
one is the next feature.
Yeah, if actually you need to think it is that if you just give out the source code at the first time, they might not need to come back later.
Yeah.
Right?
This,
But we will give only the build
the
one.
demo, how about demo for the source code?
Even that is the same. They need to, if they pay, they will get the source code. So if as a ASAAS model, right? Like not demo, I think it's better not demo. Maybe 7-day trial, 15-day trial, or 30-day trial, like that. It's better, right? So they can try all the features within 30 days. Yeah, do you know the difference is if we generate and allow them to download, they will have the source code.
Yes.
But if we do it as a SaaS, software as a service, then we can host the website as well. After the generate, it just deploy it. Or actually, it just create a database record in the database. Then the website will go up.
Automatically it will be up.
Or it's generate a standalone space, generate standalone database, code base, and campaign. Allow them to customize themselves. Or all the models can do it at the same time. That depends. I just give you the ideas.
Yun yung idea niya.
Yeah, what do you think is better? Subscription or download?
Yung sa ngayon, ano bang mas madali doon?
So mas madali yung download. Sa ngayon, mas madali yung download. Kasi yung SAS,
Advanced yan, di ba?
advanced tapos
English.
gagamit tayo.
English.
If we use the SAS, we will provide the hosting, right? And then the cloud service, if we deploy and then we need more database.
Why not we go to first in with the download, then afterwards, after we are
How about,
finished
sir? We
The problem is once they get your source code,
I mean,
and if your source code contain many vulnerabilities,
encryption.
stay unfounded.
If
The first client will just try to use your bugs or vulnerability later, then your whole system.
I see, they give the vector.
That's why if you just use the hosting AAS model, then you will be more safe.
We can actually encrypt the content while they can use their demo using
There's
MD5.
no encryption in coding.
source code kasi, which is the source code.
Sir, how about we will give the subdomain?
It's not about that.
Because
You need to
if your problem is the hosting, they just need to buy
you
the.
don't have the problem. You just need to choose.
I see.
If we're going to compete with the other market, the better way to do is the hosting, since all of them are provide their own host.
Yes, and because the download half is very hard for the client. Because they want to buy the service, because they don't have a development team. Right?
they just want
But if we
website
give
only.
them source code, they still need a development team to deploy it and that. But actually, we can do all if it has market.
All?
If it has market.
As of now, I think we need only one first.
Yeah, so I suggest we follow the SA. And
Yes, much better than say yes.
For security
If
purposes.
we don't have any problem, I think
So-
SA is the best.
After this, we just add one step deployment. So after it generate and deploy, so after it generate, it should show a record in the dashboard, right? To tell the user your website is generating, and then after the generating and deploying, and it will show that your website is ready in the client's dashboard, I think, right? To notify them that the website is ready. So after this, we need to consider is they might need to configure each website, like each space, separately. After they generate, they have a configuration. Before they generate, they need to input configuration, but after they generate, they can still configure.
They can still configure the website even though the deployment is finished. That's what you mean.
Yeah. Some are in the database, so if in the database they don't need to regenerate. But some features require regenerate after configuration.
That's for version 1 also.
Can we do that? Because I think the download way is a little.
The SAS, I think, is the best.
Yeah, because only the SAS can cooperate with the subscription model. So I suggest the subscription model as a day trial. Day trial, maybe 30 days or 50 days. That depends how easy the functionality. If the functionality is just very easy, one click, they can generate website in some minutes. Then you can set the trial very short, so they can see the effect. Actually, about the business and marketing, we consider is the day that allow them to generate enough profit to pay the service. So they will very happy to pay the service. Right? If the service is $15, if they generate 150 in 30 days, they will very happily to keep subscribing the service. And you can consider is maybe it's for whole subscription or for one side subscription only. So
What do you mean?
because he generates so many ICO websites, right?
Mhm.
You can charge one website or charge a whole service. Like if you charge one website, you can charge the domain name, host name, combine the cost, and then just charge one site. If we charge them all the service, then we need to separate all the domain name and host name, because how many websites they are going to generate is uncertain, right? But those fees are additional. Each they add, it will cost money. So we need to consider is allow them to add domain name and register domain name. It's very complex actually,
Yes.
the whole platform. So then you can just pen that function first to see if they can pay money.
Maybe we can do the one user, one website first
Yes.
Sure.
for this version.
For this version only.
Yeah, for this version. And then for the next version, we can add the subdomains and the
Yes.
other features.
I agree.
Alright?
Much better.
And we can also limit the pages that the user can read.
Mm.
Mhm.
And depends on what the users want, what the clients want, what the new features they want.
You can add text or
I think it's better this way, even it costs additional money. Right? So the team can hold the resource while the business keep going.
So we're okay with that. Then C and Lester will plan the other details for the website builder. And then they will present it to us on Wednesday maybe. Wednesday, including this week. Including the database structure.
Okay.
I want you to present all the plans for that so that the time span. I think I need documents and project plan. And for the next sprint, October 15 to 26, I want it to be 2 weeks and I want 3 working modules by October 26. Can you do that?
Sure.
Maybe after they present their plan, we can prioritize the modules and then we'll see what 3 modules we will be working on for next week.
3 days for plan deliveries and modules.
This week. And then for this sprint, focus on debugging for the VPN and DPC. By the way, sir, we will deploy the VPN and DPC later today.
Alpha? Alpha
Pre-alpha.
version. 1.0.0 alpha. Hyphen alpha.
Yeah. And then we will still work on the debugging for that one. And then Sir Kiwi asked me to present this one, the Pomodoro technique for the developers. Are you aware of this one? For the Pomodoro technique, and wala mo ata.
Exercise ba yan?
Marami kang break time.
Break time. So this technique will provide you a lot of breaks on your everyday tasks. So first you have to choose a task to be accomplished. For example, I am a developer. I will work on the login module. And then set the Pomodoro to 25 minutes. You will work continuously for 25 minutes. After 25 minutes, you will take a break for 5 minutes. You will do that for 4 cycles, and then after 4 cycles, you can have 15 to 30 minutes break. Well, Sir Kiwi suggested that we do this so that we are not too tired or burnt out.
And I just suggest you do a session per day. That means it's similar to 5 hours, right? So actually you can use this to as a new unit for your task, not by hours now, by a Pomodoro task session, working session. Actually in the short way, what you need is really rest. You can't watch your monitor anymore. You either close your eyes or go outside. You can't because you just visit other funny websites, it will cost your energy. Right? Actually, I just demand you to work 8 Pomodoro tasks. So 25 minutes multiply 8 is still less than 5 hours. Right? But so after that, you can do whatever you want. You just do about, you just need to do 8 Pomodoro tasks per day.
Is the,
Actually, this stuff.
is the 25 minutes per task is the maximum? What if the task is consist?
You
or
can
the-
configure it.
Oh.
You can configure it to your style, but because this technique are proved it.
Oh, I thought 25 minutes is
The task. No, no.
Technique lang naman yun.
Actually, you can try to
Up to you.
customize, but afterwards you might come back to 25 minutes
Okay.
because these techniques are proved it to really work.
5 minutes.
Baliktad din sa'yo, 25 minutes yung ano eh. Pahinga eh, 5 minutes yung break. Ina mo ka eh.
You might want to search this one.
Sometimes, actually, sometimes it really works. But sometimes the long-term walking style works instead. Actually, you can try, just also
Yeah.
require to work 5 hours only. Because you really need to rest. If not, you exhaust.
You
And you
So,
easily get sick and very tired and negative opinions and symptoms.
And then 15, we will work on one project per,
spring.
Always focus on one point.
yeah.
Yay.
Because from what I saw from the past few weeks, we can work on several projects for simultaneously.
Yeah. Human beings are actually single task. Yeah.
So that's all I have to say. If there's any problems, suggestions, you can say it now.
So I need to ask about open source. So we need to schedule about the open source standard. And I want Lester to hide all the online gaming related in the portfolio showing on the GYC. Do you understand? Or you and about the last week we talked about the gym fund, the name of the gym fund for the a Y Combinator color. I think it's better to call it a gym VC, venture capital.
Add Dream VC.
VC?
The code name only. The real name is still
VC.
VC. Venture capital.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, about the open source, you need to do it in open source standard, right? You need to put command on the code. Make sure you can understand after you come back to review it. Right? So you don't need to spend so much time from the start. Yeah, because as a coder, I can understand. If I don't write a command in the code, after maybe 3 months come back, after I finish other projects and I come back, I think I completely forgot the previous project. And I need to go from the start.
Yung ano comment.
Usually what I do is the function name is very easy to understand. My function name is very long, but you can understand what it does.
Even for that,
Given the variable.
And
actually,
some comments maybe.
Lagyan mo ng comments. Kung ano ginagawa.
Madali kasi minsan kung mga comments. Eh yung function name pati mga variables.
Okay, papakawin mo mga comments variable. Tsaka lang.
because open source, we can solve many issues. Nowadays, we need to consider sometimes we have a mole in the content. They just build backdoor in the code. Or it's not your fault because every time you leave your desk, you need to lock your computer. Because the mole just change your code and you don't know. Usually you can separate your code, right? Sometimes, right now it's only you can build a class inside for object orient code style. Right now, if you use functional coding, functional style coding, that's another. Usually, actually, in my suggestion, you can do command line this way, then you can write many things here. And then this here is your code. In line code, you can just do this. But if in a session code, you can actually write a very big session.
Summary.
Actually, it depends on your style. You can design,
Sure.
or after you design, you just tell the team and then you try to optimize. People think this way is good, but the other way is better.
Yes.
And then, but actually, if the IDE will help you a lot. Some IDE can just collapse this one. Some IDE can collapse this one and leave only one line. Some IDE can collapse all the things and leave only the one line. But it depends what IDE you are using. If you have a session, if you open the file, you can see very clearly that this is very outstanding. And you know that the code following this session is about these things. Maybe it's just one line, maybe it's some line. Because this session, command session is very big. You just have a look, then you will know what this code is about. Because you just do a simple one line, I think maybe to describe something in line is good. But if you just one look, you can figure out what it is, usually. That's my suggestion. I find it very effective.
So we're using GitLab, our private GitLab.
GitHub, I think GitHub is
Yes, much better.
more popular,
Yes,
and we can build trust there.
sure.
And right now, no company don't do open source. They don't trust company. They not doing open source.
We must put comments every function we do.
No.
Depends on
It depends on that the situation is. After maybe 2 months, you come back to your own code. You don't need, I don't think you can just understanding the single individual session very quickly, right? Sometimes you might need to check many files, or sometimes you need to check the whole file.
Just to remind you
That's the problem. As yourself, you need to spend so much unnecessary time. So that depends. That command should help you to figure out what it is about first. Some are very explanatory, self-explanatory. Like I said, he make the function name very self-explanatory. But
and also the variable.
sometimes it's that you comment one function very in detail, right?
Not very
In detail, reasonable details. But other functions are very similar to that, right? Like your current implementation. You can just use the nodes, right? Actually, they have many standards in the command. Sometimes you just keep a. There are many codes like PHP docs and
PHP docs.
actually docs, XXX docs. There are many standards for the command encoding. So we just check which one is the best you guys think. Because they have many notation, and the notation can help generate features as well. Some are how you just generate the API from the code. Yeah, that's what I want to say. Once you write the command, and you can save more time, and you can help other. Because if you don't have command, other one check your open source, there will be no meaning, and they can't help you. If they help you find a bug or vulnerability, it will be very priceless. there. So build trust and ask for help.